visa, that you have another plan that you can immediately jump to. So many of our students, something didn't work out the first time, boom, second time, wow, it's great. And so always have plan B in place as well. Okay, let us begin. My name is Craig Phillips. I'll be your examiner today. Please give me your good name.
Well, my name is Siddhant. You can please call me Siddhant.
Okay, happy to call you, Siddhant. Happy to meet you today. Okay, we're going to do the IELTS speaking test, which is divided into 3 parts. And the first part is about yourself. Please tell me, Siddhanta, are you working or are you studying?
Currently, I give class 12 exam, and the result comes just yesterday, the day before yesterday. So there is no intention for me to do any work. I'm just pursuing my study.
Very good, very good. And tell me about your studies. And what are your favorite subjects?
Well, my favorite subject is social in high school, and social gives me a very um, information and lots of historical information, and gives um, and teaches also behaviors about society and community, how to live and how to behave with each other. So I like social subject most.
Very good. Who was your favorite teacher in social studies?
Yeah, my favorite teacher is social. Not my favorite teacher is social studies, but my favorite teacher is in English teacher.
English teacher,
He's
okay.
very friendly for me, and
Right.
whenever there is some problems regarding any subjects, and he always helps me to get over of those problems, and I really learn a lot from him.
Sounds like a very helpful teacher, Siddhanta. Okay, let's now move to the second section, which is a cue card question. And this, you have 1 minute to I'll show it to the audience that tell us something in history that interests you and why. And so you have 1 minute to prepare, Siddhanta. You can use that paper to write down your notes for 1 minute. You prepare yourself, and then for 1 to 2 minutes, you give a presentation. So we'll time him now to make sure that we're going okay. For our audience, that again, the best way they can prepare for the first section of the IELTS is go ahead and write down everything about yourself. Write about your birth time, write about your birthplace, write about your family, write about your home, your house, your pets, your around the home. If you come from a farm place, what you did, and if you come from the city area, what you did. Write about your schooling times, your favorite things in school, and your favorite sports and activities, and write and what your interests are, what your hopes and future plans are, what things you like the most. Those things are very helpful if you write those ahead of time. Okay, Siddhanta, please give your presentation.
The interesting things that might makes my interest toward in the history is that the Second World War, and
Just watch it, the eye contact.
Second World War, and the Second World War is a very largest world war in Nepal, and there are many um, ruling parties that want to escape our country, and they want to take some areas in other countries. And some of the our national contributors like Prithvi Naran Saha and Sangavad Maharaj, these kinds of people, they have contributed to our country of very to give a very good life to these publics, and some of the countries like India, China, and different countries, people have came to Nepal and to escape those of area, and they have tell that this is our land, and they create a problem about this in the whole history. So some of the peoples that they have um, they have kept a lot of things to us, and now we are living for this, and we are very happily and very feeling very proud to our contributors, and I think really it is those contributors have given a lot of and a very good life to us. So it is a very interesting thing in the history field of now.
Okay, very good. All right, good answer. Okay, why do you feel it's important to study history?
Yeah, it is very important to study history because history gives a lot of information about past things, like something which happens in decades ago, and people who contributed to our country, and we can know that how they contributed to our nations, and we can also learn from them um, to give any contribution to our country.
Okay, very good. And please tell me um, that that is it more important to study your own history or your own country's history or all the history, world history?
Yeah, it is important to learn overall world history because only learning only our own country history is not enough, and because nowadays our study subject is also uh, connected to the whole history and in the exams. So and different kind of government exams also ask about the whole history and how it is created and the information. So it is very important to learn all the whole history.
Okay, very good. All right, so you've answered the questions very nicely today. And so overall, I would give you a band score of 6. Let me explain why that I would give you a band score of 6. That first of all, you're going to be tested in 4 areas. 4 areas. Fluency, that is your ability to speak very clearly and smoothly without hesitation and the English language. And then number 2 is vocabulary. You have a good range of vocabulary. Number 3, grammar. And number 4, your pronunciation. And so you scored high on pronunciation. Pronunciation is very good. You scored high on grammar. Your grammar is very good. But your vocabulary can give improvements. And so you're struggling to catch the word contribute, what the people have contributed to our society today in history. And some other struggles you had. Then there was some hesitancy in several of your answers. That's your fluency. And so that comes down. You're good. We understand. You can understand English to a good degree, but it's not as good as it could be, Siddhanta. You're a brilliant student, so I encourage you continue to work on your English more and more, your vocabulary words, and your just being able to speak fluidly. And so otherwise, your pronunciation is very perfect, and your grammar is very perfect, and so that are good enough, I should say, to score high. And so you're get to where you can just speak. I've seen you doing it now, and you were just doing it so smoothly and nicely. And I think you can do it again. Maybe you're feel a little under pressure today, but you can do it very fluently. I encourage you. And then your vocabulary. Continue to work on your vocabulary. How you do that again is best way is audio books where you're reading and listening, reading and listening, reading and listening, reading and listening, reading and listening. That just builds your vocabulary up fastest of all. And so any word that you're unfamiliar with, go to a dictionary, look it up quickly, and then practice pronouncing it as well. Okay, Siddhanta, great job. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Yeah, great. Have a great day. Okay, Suresh. Good time. Okay. Do we have some more? Yeah, okay, great. New ones. Good. Yeah, very good. Thank you. It's always nice to get new questions.
Anyone here with online TikTok? There are 88 people watching you.
Okay, well.
And there are 900 on.
Please come in, Kieran.
This is Kiran. You know Hanok?
Yes,
his
yes.
brother.
Okay, wow.
It's Hanok's mother and his mother's sister.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Hanok went to Canada.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Good job.
Very good. So happy to meet you, Kieran, and happy to know that you're Hanek's brother. So yeah, good to see you. And is Hanek already in Canada now?
Yes.
Okay, great. And what do you hear from him?
So he's not been to Canada right now. He's here. His flight is on September 30th.
Okay, still coming sometime. Yeah. Okay, but so Kieran's brother also did training with us and got himself ready and scored well in his English test, and then he then got accepted with the university in Canada. So we're very excited in Toronto. So wow, yeah, that's good, Kieran. So we're hoping to be able to place you as well. And let us begin with some questions about yourself. Tell us, what is your biggest goal in your life?
Right now, I haven't thought about it, but when I was a child, I wanted to be a footballer.
Yes.
But as I'm growing and maturing, I realized that my main goal is to be a successful person and take care of my family.
Okay, very good. And have you set any short-term goals for yourself?
Yeah, right now I'm planning to study abroad in Canada.
Yeah.
So I'm preparing to for my education in Canada.
Wonderful, wonderful. And how do you plan to achieve your biggest goal?
Sorry.
How do you plan to achieve your biggest
Oh,
goal?
as I said, I'm planning to study in abroad. I'm focusing myself in my studies in computer science program, and so uh, I'm focusing in studying more about computer programs.
Okay, very good. And what are your financial goals?
Uh, I've not thought about much about. I've not thought much about it, but I want to be wealthy in the future, so I want to pursue a good financial job.
Mhm. Okay. And why do you want to be wealthy in the future?
Because if I'm wealthy, I can take good care of my family, and I can also have a quality life.
Okay, all right. And what do you think that you're already successful?
No, of course not, because I am just a teenager in my 20s,
Mhm.
and so I'm not successful. I have yet to achieve more things in my near future, so I don't think I'm successful.
Okay, okay. All right. Well, let's go on now to the second part that this is part two, the cue card question. And it describes, and it's written like this: describe something that you would like to succeed in doing in the near future. It should say what it is, how difficult you think it will be, what you should do to prepare for this, and explain why you want to succeed in doing this. So this section right here. Okay. So, and you can flip that over and take some notes. So you have 1 minute to prepare, then I'll give you 1 to 2 minutes to speak on that subject. 1 minute to prepare. Go ahead and prepare. Section that you want to be able to tell about yourself. Now, this one that we asked him was about his goals and what he wanted to do in his lifetime and what he felt like would be success for him. And so he's given some good answers. And as far as English was concerned, there's no right or wrong on it. It's just that what each person is, but using good English to describe things. And so again, all these questions at the beginning are about yourself, and you want to be able to know ahead of time as much as possible what your goals are, and what you feel like success would be in your life, and as well as your history. All right, it's time to give your presentation now. Okay, go ahead, Kieran.
Um, as I've already said, I want to study abroad in Canada. My main goal in near future is to get a bachelor degree in computer science,
Mhm.
and I think this program has many. This program has many sites in near future for jobs, and also can be very helpful to me to earn a good amount of money. Uh, as I will be studying this course, I think it is more difficult compared to the other courses, uh, and uh, as it is a difficult course, I plan to prepare it by focusing more on my assignments uh, and joining the extra classes for better knowledge and for better understanding. Also, moreover, I want to get a bachelor degree in this course because I want to be a perfectionist in computer programming and to help the infrastructures of computer sector. Um,
Okay,
so
very good. Excellent. Good job, Kieran. And let's just talk about that a little bit more right now, some side questions in the third section. How do you define success, Kieran?
success means I think that to be wealthy,
Yeah.
have a quality life, and to make proud, to be proud of what you do, and I enjoy the life.
Okay, very good. And do you think most people want to succeed in life?
Yeah, mostly all the people want to be successful. Of course, no one wants to be a unsuccessful guy in their life because success brings happiness and a lot of other things that will help to enjoy life in more in more happy way. And success is one of the main thing in our life to to experience a good life.
Very good. And when do most people want to be successful?
I think it depends on the age and the how mature they are. Some people get success at early age, while others get their success in old age or in their mid 30s too. So I think there's not a certain time for success. It comes with mature.
Okay, very good. And so uh, that is, you've answered the questions very well today. So let's go back through it. I would give you a score of 6 right now on your band, and I'll explain it to you. That, again, you're graded in 4 areas. Your fluency, that is your ability to speak smoothly without hesitation, and showing that you can communicate in a very nice way. Then number 2 is your vocabulary. Number 3 is your pronunciation, and number 4 is your grammar. And so those things that you need to continue to work on, Kieran, that your fluency, that although I could tell that you were giving your best to try to be able to cover the subject well, still there was some hesitation. And so trying to get that hesitation stopped and being able just to speak in English so smoothly and nicely, that comes with practice. And so trying to practice every day with your mirror or some other, with a person. And so practicing just speaking in English, speaking in English, speaking in English, to where it's very smooth and easy and comfortable for you, natural for you. And then number 2 is your vocabulary. And so you have a good vocabulary, but I couldn't see a wide range of vocabulary. And so I encourage you to continue to work on your vocabulary words. The best way to do that is get an audio reading along with the whatever reading material it is in written form. And so you're reading it as you're listening to it, reading and listening, reading and listening, reading and listening. And so those things will help you to really put it into your brain, new vocabulary. It also gives you the pronunciation and the grammar. And so that'll be very valuable for you. So I encourage you to check out some audio type, any type of articles that are in audio form as well as the written form. So you can find them in a lot of business magazines from the U.S. and Canada and other magazines. So it has the audio and the written, so you can read it as you're listening to it. This will be very beneficial for you in bringing your scores up. Okay, very good job, Kieran. Yeah. Have a great day. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
You do so.
All right. So we have to have 2 good students, and so they're English. They've been working hard to get their English up, and they're making good scores, but they can still gain a higher bandwidth. So encouraging them to do some things that will help them with that. Suresh, do you have anything else to say to our audience?
Not right now. We got 2 more
Students? Okay, great. Some students are coming in right now. and so we'll be doing them currently. And so just I encourage you to all the tools that you can use to prepare yourself. And so as I mentioned to the two former students, that getting something written, you also have the audio for. So you're listening to it as well as you're reading it. And so this is very beneficial because it increases your vocabulary, your grammar strength, and pronunciation because you're listening to each word as well. And so that will be very beneficial in preparing you for your IELTS test. Is the written article has the audio article along with it, so you can look it up in your subjects of interest. Audio books as well, so it's a good opportunity because there's so many free things online today. Okay, and then as well as your dream country, I would watch the news every day from your dream country. If you're planning to go to America, watch the news, American news, and have your mirror or your selfie mode on your camera, and as you're watching the news, and so then you repeat it back into your mirror exactly the way that they said it with the same gestures. You repeat it back into your mirror. And so this will help you develop the communication, understand the communication. It will be very beneficial for your English examination, for your interview, and for day one. When you're flying on the airplane with passengers next to you, talking with them, when you land and the representative from your university meets you there, talk with them. When you arrive at your room with your roommates, to talk with them. When you arrive in your classes, at the lunchroom or you're eating lunch, everybody introduce yourself, talk, ask questions, and be very smooth in your communication. Another thing that the news does, it tells you about issues that are going on in your dream country, and so that will give you a heads up before you reach the country that, okay, these are current issues that are going on in the country. And so as you know that we have every country's got a lot of political things going on, so you can learn about that before you go. And then, of course, there's a lot of other things as well, social issues and things that are covered in the news. So also, it'd be wise to watch documentaries from your dream country. If your dream country is Australia, then watch documentaries from Australia about their life, about the people of Australia, about the beautiful places in Australia, about the wildlife in Australia, about the history of Australia. All these things will be very beneficial. You'll watch some documentaries regarding your dream country. And so news and documentaries. All right, it's Kumar, and they're coming in to now take his English mock test. We're very excited. Kumar is a brilliant student. And
May I have a seat?
yes, please have a seat, Kumar. And we're about to begin. Okay, Kumar, my name is Craig Phillips. I'll be your examiner today. Please give me your good name.
My full name is Kumar Devkota. You can call me Kumar.
So happy to meet you, Kumar. And I'm going to ask you some questions today for your speaking mock test. The first section is about yourself. Please tell me, Kumar, do you have a lot of free time?
Actually, I have a lot of free time right now because I ended up my 12th class few days before, and the results have been published yesterday. And due to no school days, I am having free.
Okay, great. How do you spend most of your free time outside or inside?
I spend most of my free time outside because I love mountain biking, and I go outside whenever I have spare time, and I enjoy a lot.
Okay, wonderful, Kumar. And what sort of things you like to do outside mountain biking and other things?
If I have to say, cricket is one of the things I like along with mountain biking. I love playing cricket in the ground. If ground is free and no one is playing football, and it is free, me and my friend went there and played cricket.
Okay.
And,
how did you learn to play cricket, Kumar?
Actually, when I was in class 2, I went with my brother to his friend's home, and they play cricket. And from that day, I get to know about cricket, and I start playing cricket.
Okay, very nice. And is there another type of activity that you would like to learn what to do in the future for your free time activities?
Actually, I haven't
I haven't thought about anything else, but because I spend most of my free time inside at my home watching YouTube videos, so I'm not concerned about it.
Okay, okay. All right. Let's talk now about in the cue card question. Okay, this is a question that uh, that you will have 1 minute to prepare. That I'd like you. We've got some scratch paper here. You can use that and the pen. And so the question is, um, describe a time where you saw something interesting in social media. Okay, and so this is the question here. You can read it and then answer. Okay, and so for the audience again, to the best way to prepare for the part one speaking is to write out your autobiography. You know, autobiography, auto like automatic means self, and so it's your self biography. Bio means life, and graphy means writing. So you're writing about your life yourself, and so it's not like someone else writing about you. You're writing about your own life, and so as you write about your own life, and then speak it back. You read what you've written, and then don't read it anymore, but just speak it out. Practice speaking it out. I was born in a small town in my country, and to my parents, and my grandparents were there at my birth, and my elder brother and sister were there, and together we formed a good family. I grew up in a happy home, and we had a pet dog and a pet cat. We also did some farming, and so we had our chores with animals and with the plants and growing the different crops each year. And so it was an enjoyable life. I enjoyed my studies and schooling studies as a small child, and my favorite teacher was this. My favorite subject was this, and I really liked it because of this, and I really liked this teacher because of this, and I had a best friend. His name was this, and uh, and we like to do things together, such as this and this and this and this and this. And I learned to do this, and I learned to do that, and I enjoyed it, and so I did well in my schooling in all subjects, and I enjoyed doing sports. I enjoyed artwork. I enjoyed music, and so I learned how to do a few different things. All right, and so write your autobiography. Okay, it's time to go ahead. Kumar, please tell us what is something interesting on social media that you saw.
Actually, back in the days, we do not used to have mobile phone like screen touch mobile phone, but we do have a keypad phones. But in those phones, there was we will not be able to use social media. But when I was studying in grade 8, my sister got a screen touch mobile phone, which was gifted by my father to her, and from actually all of our family member created an social media account in that phone, and we all used to like divide our time to use social media in that phone, and I created my Facebook account in my sister's phone, and and she allocated me 30 minutes to use that phone, and I created account. And whenever one day when I was scrolling Facebook, I saw an advertisement of Daraj, which is also known as or topmost online shopping store of Nepal, and I saw a cloth on sale in that post, and I clicked that post, and it directed me to the link of that Daraj website, and I actually thought, wow, it is like how time flies. Like we used to shop physical, walking some distance to the shop and buy, and we used to pay by note like physical money. And actually, time has changed, and due to the advancement of that website, we can pay from online, and we do not even need to visit the shop to buy things, and
Very good. Very good. Excellent.
to buy things, and I order a cloth, and they deliver to my home within one day, and I thought, wow, time has changed, and I'm really impressed with that, and I thought it was very interesting because it was new to me. Because in Western country it has been in use, but in my country it was very new. And
Excellent. Good.
Yeah.
Good. And tell me, what are the most popular social media sites in your country?
Yeah, usually people of Nepal use Facebook the most of their time because in Facebook every almost people of every age are have created an account there, and people use Facebook most in order to update something, and they also use it to get some informative news. Yeah.
Yeah, very good. And are there any local or foreign social media sites that are popular?
Could you repeat the question?
Any foreign social media sites that are popular?
Yeah, in Nepal, I think Hamro Patro is the only app created by Nepali, but most of the social media apps are created by foreigners, and that has been used by Netflix for entertainment purpose and time pass purpose. And I think Facebook, Twitter, Instagram are the most used by Nepali, which is created by foreigners.
Very good. And what are the advantages and disadvantages of sharing your life online?
Yeah, actually everything have a good points and bad points, and I think posting getting informative things from social media is actually a good thing, which also update us with the recent time. And one of the bad thing of using social media is that cybercrime has been increasing in recent days, and I think most of the people need to be aware of that, like sharing 18 plus images in the social media.
Okay, yeah, that's a good point. Okay, and do you think it's important to be on social media?
Yeah, it is actually important to be on social media in recent days because we need to work with times, and this time, yeah, social media are one of the things that most people need to be, because there are almost every update on everything is there, and different news associated with country and society is also mentioned there, and yeah, it is important to be on social media.
Excellent. All right, Kumar, you've answered the questions very nicely today. And so I give you a band score of 6. And the reason I give you that score is you're going in 4 different areas. One is your fluency. Your fluency is fantastic. You can talk and talk in English very naturally and comfortably. Number 2 is your pronunciation. Pronunciation needs work. And so I would score it much lower. And your pronunciation can be improved. And I'm going to tell you how to improve that pronunciation. Number 1 is, what is your dream country, Kumar?
My dream country is USA.
USA. And so watch USA documentaries every day about your things of interest. And what is your major going to be? You hope to be?
BBA is my major.
BBA. And so you're wanting to look at business interviews, business documentaries, like history of business in the United States, newest businesses in the United States, most successful businesses in the United States, and so on and so on. As you're listening, watch that video, click on the subtitles as well as you're getting the names and places, the spellings and everything perfectly, and then repeat back pause it and repeat it back. They say that business was the greatest businessman in the United States at one time was Dale Carnegie or Andrew Carnegie. Then you say the greatest business person in the United States during the 1940s was Andrew Carnegie. Same way you heard it, you say it back. Same style, the speaker says it, you say it. Same intonation, every way. You get that pronunciation just like an American speaks it. And so you work on that, exaggerate your mouth, make your mouth muscles work to say that English language. And so keep practicing every day, watching those documentaries. Also news programs, the news, watch USA News videos every day. And then it says there's been a snowstorm at O'Hare Airport in Chicago. There's been a snowstorm at O'Hare Airport in Chicago, and flights are delayed, or whatever they say. You say it back the same way, same pronunciation, same enunciation, same tones, everything the same way. Okay. And so then watch TED Talks. TED Talks are very informative, motivating talks, and TEDTALKS, TED Talks, USA TED Talks. So those are motivational speakers get up and talk on different subjects. Like they'll talk about like greatest business advances in the past few years. They'll talk about any subject you're interested in. You can just type it in USA TED Talk Business, USA TED Talk Health, USA TED Talk IT, USA TED Talk whatever it is, psychology. And so they'll start popping up. And then you watch them, repeat them, watch them, repeat them. Watch them, repeat them. Get that same pronunciation and everything down. Also build your vocabulary and your grammar as well. And so your grammar and vocabulary are good. You can improve it though. So I just encourage you. Your weakest point seems to be pronunciation right now. Everything else you're very fluent and your grammar is good. Your vocabulary is good. But your pronunciation can be made stronger and better, more American style. It needs to have that good sound. And so work on that every day. Just keep working on the American style. Imitate it. That I noticed years ago that I met with a girl and she sounded like she'd visited America. I said, how do you speak such in an American way? So, have you ever visited America? No, I've never been. I said, how can you do it? She said, well, I've just watched a lot of American shows, and whenever Americans come, I imitate the way they say it. I imitate it back, and so that's very important to help you get that good sound. The interviewer will hear that good sound of your pronunciation, and automatically will raise your band score. All right, Kumar, great job today. Looking forward to meeting up tomorrow, doing it again. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, watch those videos today. All right.
May I leave?
Yes, sure. Have a great day. Please send it to the next student.
Okay, sir.
So everyone speaks with an accent. I speak with an accent. You speak with an accent. Everyone speaks with an accent. You want to try to develop your dream country accent, where you want to go in the future. And that comes by listening to people from that country. And so if you have friends that you can talk with from that country, and then there's a great website called World English Institute. And it has, if you're going to America or Canada, and so it's American Canadian teachers that come online and teach you for free, World English Institute. So you can register for that, get American Canadian teachers, and they will, for free, you can really improve your speaking and listening and reading and writing. Yeah, and so that's very valuable for you.
Someone's asking you where you're from.
Okay, I'm from the U.S. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
I was born in New Jersey, then lived most of my life in North Carolina, did my university studies in Tennessee, worked in Tennessee, worked in Pennsylvania, worked in Florida, worked in Idaho.
They're asking the site that you just recommended, World English Institute.
Yeah, World English Institute.org, worldenglishinstitute.org. It has American and Canadian teachers teaching you for free, improving your English and reading, writing, listening, and speaking. And so you can register online and just keep taking class after class with them for free. Hundreds of classes you can take for free and really bring up your English and the valuable resource.
English. They're also asking our YouTube channel name.
Yeah, our YouTube channel name is Beyond Education, our Beyond Education Consulting.
The link is on the bio.
Yeah,
this TikTok profile.
Yeah, the link is on the TikTok profile, so you can just click on that and get that. So that would be great for you. Those resources, what you have, the video resources are just fantastic. We just saw a message that came up. I looked at it this morning that Suresh sent it. A student wrote that thank you for your informative videos. I learned so much from them, and I got my visa today. So we want you to get your.
You remember Craig Virat Parazuli? He's saying, "Great to see you, Craig."
Ron, I'm missing you. I passed by your restaurant yesterday and told my family we got to visit it. We went trekking for 3 days up to Chomrong and Chinu Dada and those great places, Dampus and Longtong, and we came back by your restaurant. We come by. We want to visit you soon. Look forward to that. Keep working on your English, preparing for your dream country. Yeah, you're it.
And can you tell them that we're switching the TikTok right now? So we will be live on YouTube. Tell them to watch our YouTube.
Okay, now all TikTok viewers, please switch over to YouTube if you can, and because we're going to YouTube Live currently. Yeah, we have a student coming in right now. We're going to do the IELTS speaking mock test with the students, and so we'd love for you to join us on YouTube Live. Please switch over to YouTube Live now. Okay, great. Thank you,
The
sir.
link is on the bio of this TikTok.
The link is on the bio of the TikTok right there. You can just go up to the bio, click on it. You'll see the link that goes to YouTube. So please join us there live YouTube.
Or you type Beyond Education and Immigration Services on YouTube, and it's really, really popular YouTube channel these days. And please switch on YouTube right now. In just a minute, we're already live on YouTube. We're just on YouTube. Please get through there. Thank you very much. Link is on the bio of this account profile if you go there.
Suresh is giving you some good information. He was just interviewed by one of the television stations here in Nepal just a few days ago. And again, they noted that Suresh's great ability to help the students to be able to get good scores in the English tests, and also to be able to get their visas to study abroad, to get accepted in good universities and colleges, and be able to have a successful startup for their future. Suresh has done a great job. We're very excited that we can offer these services.
Okay. I think they're on YouTube.
Okay, we're on YouTube now. For your audience that are joining us, we just want to repeat that this is a time like never before, that you can have the ability to study abroad, work abroad, travel abroad, and do business abroad in such a great way. And opportunities like never before. So time of preparation is now. Get your academics up, continue to take additional courses and score high on those courses, and keep preparing yourself, and then keep working on making sure your finances are in place to be able to cover your education. And then number 3 is, of course, your English proficiency, making sure it's strong. English is the international language. And so getting English up is just so important. If your English is strong, then you have greater opportunities for a good job, good business, good travel, good friendships worldwide. And even in countries that don't speak English as the first language, it's generally the second language for most countries. And so wherever you go, English is spoken. Please come in. All right, we have another fine student coming in for the English IELTS speaking test. And so his name is Ashok, and we're very excited to have Ashok today with us live on YouTube. And so Ashok, we're going to ask you some questions. We're going to start off with questions about yourself. Ashok, tell me, are you working or are you studying?
I recently had passed my 12th class, so I'm free. I'm not neither working neither studying.
Okay, you're in between, but preparing for study abroad, I think. Okay, and tell me, why do you want to study abroad, Ashok?
I want to study abroad for my good future, as I decided to study with my brother in abroad. My brother tells that in abroad there are many facilities that we can utilize there.
Okay, very good. And Ashok, do you like your name?
Yeah, I do.
And why do you like your name?
Because this name is mostly popular in Nepal, and my grandfather gave me this name, so I love it.
Okay, great. And do people in your country ever change their names?
They may change, but I don't heard till now.
Uh-huh. And you've not heard about it, okay. I mean, for a new baby.
For a new baby, I like the name Osmit, so her name is suitable, and Osmita for doll.
Why do you like the name Asmi?
Osmit, because from my heart, I feel that's good. That's good.
Do you know the meaning of that name?
No, that don't have any meaning.
Okay. Not a meaning, but a nice sound to
Yeah,
it.
sounds nice.
Asmi, there, Asmi. Okay, great. And describe it. Okay, so we want to go now to the cue card, and this is your question. And please, you can use the lower part for a scratch there. And there it is. And you have 1 minute to prepare, Ashok, and then we'll have you go for 1 to 2 minutes to present yourself. So again, the first section of the IELTS speaking test for our audience today is you can prepare for it very well by writing everything about yourself. And so tell about you, how your name was chosen, tell who named you, tell about who was there at your birth and where you were born, what the place was like where you were born, who was living in your home at that time, how you grew up, what were your favorite things, what you did every day, what you remember about your studies, and everything that you can. Just tell about yourself, your favorite animals, your favorite pets, your favorite books, your favorite teachers, everything about yourself. Write those things down, and then practice speaking those, and that will get you ready for the first section of the IELTS test. All right, let's go ahead and Choke, you may begin.
The appointment that I forgot was when I was in 11th class. I was going for a job interview, part-time job interview.
Yes.
And I forget it because I was in hurry that my father was sick, and I was going to look after him. And the interview was 5 p.m. and I forgot because I was intense on about my dad, and I feel very bad that I can't get that job. So that was the interview that appointment that I.
Okay, very good. All right, so that sounds like that was a big disappointment for you.
Yeah. That was the biggest disappointment.
Yeah, okay.
That was I had 20,000 salaries, which was this job also.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Well, now you're going to be getting opportunity for big, brighter future, so it'll be good. All right. Which things do people often forget?
People often forget things like small things, not bigger things, but I did forget big things because of my dad. Things like doing homeworks for like children, and for parents also something like.
Okay, so yeah, so that's great. Children forgetting their homework, that's a great classic, isn't it? I forgot, teacher. Okay, all right. Do you think that young people forget things that are more than older people?
No, I don't think young people think because they are energetic. Their mind is fresh. Then older people forget than younger.
Okay, why do you think older people forget things more?
Older people forget things more because they have inactive mind. They can't think very much. They can't store memories.
Okay, very good. Do you think that some people have better memory than others?
Some people have got better memory power than others. I do think because some people is good at remembering things because they use their mind too much.
Yes. That's right. And so using your mind, you feel builds memory power.
Yeah.
Okay. And so practicing memorizing things and
Yeah,
okay.
That obviously increase our memory power.
Yeah, very good. All right, excellent. You've answered the questions very nice, Ashok, and I will give you a 6 as your score, and I'll explain why. Number 1 is that you're going to be judged on fluency, and your fluency was good. And so you spoke very naturally, comfortably, and without much hesitation, very nicely, Ashok. Very good today. Just jumped right on the question and answered it as as it should be answered. And then number 2 is your vocabulary. That is new, different, wide variety of vocabulary words. You have a fair, good vocabulary, but it can be increased. So I encourage you to do things to increase your vocabulary. The main thing is reading. I always encourage people to do reading of something of interest where you have the audio as well. And so you have the audio and the video, the audio and the reading at the same time. So you're picking up the spelling and pronunciation at the same time and getting into your brain listening and getting into your brain by eyesight reading. And so it's putting it in faster, packing it in. And so this will help your memory power. And so that will be great. So you're increasing your vocabulary, making it bigger. And then number 3 is your grammar. Your grammar is good, but you can still make improvements. I didn't notice any wrong speech, but you're using one tense a little bit too long. Maybe you can change your tenses in your conversation. And then finally is your pronunciation. Your pronunciation is also good. And with your new words, then you want to learn how to pronounce them. So making sure you learn the new word and its pronunciation at the same time. Writing those down and then practicing pronouncing them. So important. All right, Ashoka, you've done great. And what is your dream country, Ashoka?
I want to go Australia.
Australia, all right. So every day I encourage you to watch a documentary from Australia. That way you'll get more knowledge about the country. Plus you'll get the accents of the Australian accent. And so that will be beneficial for you for communication. You understand what they're saying. They understand what you're saying. The more you talk like an Aussie, then the more that you'll be able to communicate well with them. It will benefit you. And same thing, along with that, I watch Australian news every day. And so you're watching the news, getting all the current issues, Ashoka. And then along with those current issues, you're getting also that pronunciation, the way they're saying the words, and then practice it. With a mirror, you listen, pause it, and repeat it back. Listen, pause, and repeat it back. Also, Australian TED Talks. Type in Australian TED Talks on your search engine. And so the TED Talks and any subject. What's your major?
I choose science.
Science. Okay, so you can do anything on science in Australia, like the biology in Australia, and or physics in Australia, or chemistry in Australia, or latest advanced scientific advances in Australia. And so look these up, watch these documentaries, learn them, practice them. Practice speaking them back, and so that'll be valuable for you. All right, Ashok, and taking your spare time now and using it to make your English strong with an Australian accent will be very valuable. Ujnabayo? Okay, great. Good. Also, whenever communication, someone's speaking and you're speaking to others, remember, maintain good eye contact. And so your conversation skills, practice them. Hello, my name is Ashok. What's your name?
My name is.
Look at the face. Good. And so then you practice. Hi, my name is Ashok. What's your name? So you use your eye contact, your smile, and your head nodding. So this makes a nice attraction for people to speak to you. So you keep the eye contact at all times, and so you don't break on eye contact. Keep looking at the person. Okay. And then when you do that, then it makes you feel, oh, this is a friendly person, and so he's very friendly. And so maintains eye contact and a smile and tapo halali, but head nodding. And so this will be very valuable for you in conversations. And then asking good questions, giving good encouragement back to the person. Hi, my name's Ashok. What's your name? My name's Charlie. Oh, nice to meet you, Charlie. And where are you from, Charlie? And I'm from New Zealand. New Zealand, wow, great. And I'm from Nepal. Nepal, wow, that's wonderful. I heard they got some big mountains in Nepal. Yes, we got the Himalayas. You must come to see them sometime. Wow, I'd like to. Yeah, come and be my guest. Great, sure, Ashok. And Ashok, which dorm are you staying in? I'm staying in Cooper dorm. Okay, I'm staying in Sheldon dorm right next door. Let's get together and do something sometime. You like to play ping pong? Yeah, I love ping pong. And let's play sometime. Would you like to grab a cup of coffee tomorrow morning, and then we'll set up a time to go play ping pong? Yeah, that sounds great. Or let's meet at Starbucks right down the street here, or the coffee shop right down the street. And so, so you set up the time, place, you get together, you ask, tell me about your favorite hobbies, Charlie. And yeah, I love skateboard. I love skateboard too. All right, let's get together and skateboard sometime. And so, what you like? What's your major? I'm a science major. I'm a science major. What are you doing? I'm doing physics. Oh, I'm doing biology. And so, cool. Great, great. And so again, you're building a conversation. Building conversation builds friendships. So, and those friendships, then they benefit you. People all the time calling you and say, "Hey, did you hear about this opportunity? They're looking for somebody to a biological engineer right now with this company, and I think you fit the bill for that. You should apply for them." Or I've heard they're doing an exchange program right now with New Zealand, and you can get a good internship there, or something. So the friendships give you good opportunities, and then and then the friendship's all just for fun. It's just wonderful. And so you invite them over. Hey, have you ever had Nepali food? No, never had Nepali food. Yeah, Charlie, come over to my room and I'll make some Nepali momos for you. Yeah, momos. What are momos? Well, they're like dumplings. You stuff them inside with some chicken, and yeah, or veg, whatever you like, and wrap a nice wrapping around it, and then steam it, and I'll make some for you. And you can come over and try them. Oh, yeah, I'd like to. Okay, come over tomorrow around noon, and I'll make some for you. So you'll enjoy it. And so building that friendship and converse with guys who more, ask them about their favorite things, the things that they like to do, their family, their hometown, their previous studies. Those things will be valuable. Ashok, great being with you today. Have a great day. See you tomorrow. All right. Appreciate all your hard preparations. Keep it going. Keep it going. It's not wasted time. It's good, important time. Yeah. Bye. Preparing ourselves is of utmost importance. You know, that in the past, the number one regret of students studying abroad was they didn't really make friendships in the countries where they went to study. And so that's a big mistake that it happens. Feel comfortable with your own people. You find someone there that speaks your language, eats your food, and that you can communicate with, talk about your familiar things. It's good to have those friends. You must have those friends. But on top of that, you must build friendships with everyone else around you. And this will help you gain more knowledge, more understanding, more opportunities for the future. And so don't have regrets. Dive in. Learn to communicate well. Learn to start a conversation. Hello, my name is such and such. What's your name? And they give their name. Nice to meet you. And they repeat their name back. If their name is Charlie, nice to meet you, Charlie. And then you ask them, where are you from? And they say that I'm from California, or I'm from Brisbane, or I'm from Tanzania, or whatever they're from. You say, wow, nice place. And so you're giving them a compliment. And how long have you been here? I've been here for 2 years. And great. And so you're a junior, you're a sophomore or a junior? I'm a sophomore, yeah, or a junior. Okay, cool. And I'm a freshman just starting up. And so what's your major? And so my major is biology. Biology, cool. My major is business. And oh, that's cool. And so what are your hobbies? So I like to play ping pong and badminton and volleyball and all those net games. Wow, I like to play some of those games too. Why don't we play together this afternoon? Sure, that'd be cool. What time are you free after your class? I'm free about after 4 o'clock we could play. Okay, what do you want to play today? Ping pong, tennis, badminton, or volleyball? Well, since you and me, let's just play badminton today. All right, okay, let's meet you down at the badminton court today at 4 o'clock. I'll be waiting for you there. All right, we'll meet you there. And so then you're building the friendship, you're doing activities together, you're talking together, you're having coffee together, whatever it is, those things are building into friendships that, sometimes friendships are only for a short time. Sometimes they are for a lifetime. You want lifetime friendships. Those lifetime friendships give you strength and comfort, example, inspiration, opportunities. You invite them to your country, they invite you to their country, they let you know about opportunities, you let them know, let them know about opportunities. Those things just keep growing and growing and growing. This is I've got a friend, and he can introduce you to somebody else. And so one of our students who went to study abroad, they got Student of the Year at their university, And because they're just very good at building friendships as well as very eager and good in their studies. And then that led the head of the department to refer them to a better university for a better program. And so you just don't know. Building friendships is a key for your future, along with your good studies and good English. And so these things all tie together. So practice your conversation skills. Conversation skills are the building block for friendships. Again, the English conversation is just so valuable. In Nepali, we say for a conversation, soon, Kurakani. And so that Angrezi Basha Kurakani, soon Kani Ho. It is a gold mine for us. And when we're doing English conversation, we're learning more grammar, more vocabulary, more pronunciation, and more general information. Plus, we're learning the style, and we're learning the culture. Plus, we're building the friendships, and so all these things are so valuable for us. So get those English conversations going today. And again, I encourage all the students. The World English Institute is a great resource. It's American teachers and Canadian teachers that teach you for free. And so you go on, register with World English Institute as a student, and then you begin taking the classes. First, it's all reading and then answering questions, and then it's more writing, and then it's more listening, and then there's more speaking. And so they keep stepping you up to better and better English skills. And so it's a valuable resource, worldenglishinstitute.org. And so that will be it's a good resource in all areas that you're learning better English in reading and writing and speaking and listening. And then as well, it prepares you for your English proficiency tests like IELTS and TOEFL and PTE and Duolingo. So a very valuable website for free. It's free. You get teachers for free. It's a valuable one. And so again, I encourage you to keep looking at our YouTube videos. Our YouTube videos are set up for your information. Just again, this morning I read one of the students' comments from abroad that they said that thank you so much for your videos, that I gained the knowledge and confidence after watching those videos, and today I got my visa. Today I got my visa. So anyhow, they're there for you. You don't have to pay anything for them. Just access them and watch them, and they'll be benefiting you for the bright future. Okay, and then I just encourage you, your dream country, where you want to do your studies and where you want to travel to, where you want to work, and begin studying about that country. Everything you can learn about it. Watch documentaries on that country. Everything about the country, about the people, about the history, about the developments, about the cities, about the towns, about the beautiful places, about the favorite things, and about the food, about the sports, about everything you can think of. Look at it. Watch those documentaries about that particular country. It will benefit you. Also, watching the news from your dream country every day, that you're getting the news. What are the current issues? What are things that the people are talking about? What are they thinking about? And this will be so beneficial when you arrive, that you'll not be behind in these things. You'll be up to date on these things. And so it just be very valuable for you for conversation, for building friendships, for your knowledge, for your tests, for everything, for your future. It just compounds itself. Then I encourage you to watch TED Talks. TED Talks are informative, inspirational short talks that are given by experts in different fields. And so if you're wanting to go to Australia, watch Australian TED Talks, or Canadian or USA TED Talks, and or British TED Talks. Each of these from your dream country will benefit you. You can choose, like if you're doing business, the latest business ideas from America and TED Talk, and so, or such psychology, whatever it is that is your field of study, field of interest, that you can look at those, and they will be beneficial. Then you're watching them, pause them, and then in a mirror, repeat it back. The same style, the same pronunciation, practice making those English words, use it the same way they use their mouth to speak it and the tone to speak it. You imitate it, make it sound the same way. This will be of great benefit for your future. Communication is key to our future. When we can communicate well by writing, by speaking, when we can understand what we're reading, when we understand what we're hearing, then it will be very, very beneficial for the future. One of our students, a very successful man, his English is just not so strong. So he wanted to make his English improve because his seniors in the company that he's working for keep sending him memos. He doesn't understand exactly what those memos are meaning. He doesn't know exactly how to answer those memos. And so trying to get him to be able to improve his English to the point to where he understands the meaning of those memos, those messages that are coming from his supervisors and superiors, and then being able to respond back proficiently. So work on your English today, and get the book of interest and keep it in your backpack, and keep reading it, and then when you finish that book, get another, keep reading it, and so try to read an English book every month, a different English book. This will really help you to get ready for an English environment of doing a lot of reading in English, and then again, listening to as much English as you can. This will get you ready for that environment where you're going to be. If you're going to an English-speaking country, you're just going to be hearing English and English and English. So getting your mind ready for that is very important. So it's really exciting to be with you today. Keep sending those questions in. We'll try to answer them as quickly as we can. And it's important to continue every day, keep working on it. I've got a chart that has morning, afternoon, and evening working on your English. And so let me find that chart and pull it out for you. Yes, so this is a sample chart. So it's a weekly chart. So you got your Sunday through Saturday, and your week, and then you have your morning, afternoon, and evening. Then I've got activities listed at the bottom: language building activities, conversations, books, computer apps, phone apps, songs, videos, audiobooks, podcasts, workbooks, newspapers, magazines, comic books, notebooks, flashcards, sticky notes, posters, charts, mirror practice, classes, courses, dramas, role-playing, essays, etc., etc. So whatever activities are going to build your reading and writing and listening and speaking, those activities you want to build into your schedule in the morning, afternoon, and evening. And so as much as you can in your spare time, if you could put in as much English as you can. And then at nighttime, when you're dreaming in English, you'll know that you're making breakthroughs in getting it into your subconscious level as well. And so when you're getting it into your subconscious, you can just be able to better communicate. So valuable. Make your chart, fill it in, and then keep that in your notebook and on your wall, and to keep reminding me, oh, English, time to read in English, time to speak in English, time to watch an English video, time to listen to English songs, time to sing some English songs, time to talk to my friend in English, and so on and so on. Build your schedule with a lot of English activities. All right, so it's good to talk with you today, and we've gone for quite a while, and so I'm going to check with Suresh, sir, to see if there's any other students, and then I'll be right back. Just give me a moment. Please post it. Lock turn. Make sure it catches. Please come in, Sandeep. Okay, we have another great student, Sandeep, and very proficient in English, and so we're going to go practice the IELTS speaking mock test with Sandeep. Let us begin. My name is Craig Phillips. I'll be your examiner today. Please give me your good name.
My name is Sandeep. You can call me by my first name.
So happy to meet you, Sandeep, and today I'm going to ask you some sets of questions. The first one regarding yourself. Please tell me, do you live in a house or in a flat?
I live in a house. We have one house in Karapati district.
Okay, please describe your house.
My house is one floor and it consists of a three room. And currently we are living three members in that house. It is located in the near the river and it is quite beautiful.
Okay, very nice. And have you? How long have you lived there, Sandeep?
As far as I remember, I've been living since I was 5 years.
Since you were 5 years old. Okay.
And before we were living in place, and when I was 5 years for my study, we moved to Kotak and then our own house.
Okay, very nice. And what do you like about your house?
I like my house. I like about my house is the top floor. When I go to the floor, it consists of a beautiful river and after near there very big green hill forest and it's quite beautiful in the evening and
Wow, sounds like a nice place. And what's your favorite room inside the house?
in my own room because it's comfortable and I can spend my time yes I like in my room without being bothered by anyone.
Very good, very good. And do you plan to live there in the future?
After after completing my course, I'm planning to return on my country. After I'm planning to spend my married life with my own family in like that house.
Okay, very nice. And um, tell me about your dream house.
My dream house is consists of a small house where we can live our family together happily. We it should not be lack of any facilities and services. Everything should be fine.
Okay, very good. Excellent. All right, now let's go to the cue card questions, Sandeep. And so this is a question you have 1 minute to prepare and then 1 to 2 minutes to give a presentation on. Describe an outdoor activity that you did in a new place recently. All right, here it is. And here is some scratch paper. And 1 minute to prepare. For the live audience, again, that you'll want to prepare for this first section by writing an autobiography. Auto means self, bio means life, graphy means write. And so yourself for writing your own life, about your own life, where you were born, what you did, what your favorite things were, what your goals for the future, and what your dreams are, and everything about yourself. Write it down. And this will be beneficial for this first section. And we're about, okay, it's time up and ready for the second section now, Sandeep. So, all right, go ahead.
So recently I have visited for the my IT course training for 1 month
Yes.
and my friends invite I fill up the form through the Coda and
Yes.
I participate in that activity. It was for the class to pass out students who have recently graduated and in that program different kind of activities were um, different presented and I participate in financial management and web development since I was interested in the IT sector. And first of all, those Swan and me was very friendly and they form a team of similar interested people.
they they and they give us the tax, and we team up, we completed it. It made me realize that we need to work together as a one to do some tax which we cannot be even alone.
Very good. Excellent. Good job. Way to get description of that. All right, let's go on to some further questions regarding that. Uh, what things do people like to watch in your country?
Would you like to watch? Sorry, sir.
What things do people like to watch? Television or games, or what do they like to watch?
Nepal is a cultural rich country, and the since the country is very rich in culture and culture and tradition. Local people like to watch old tradition which have been lost in history. They want to reborn it and present in the next class.
Very good. And do people in your country like to watch foreign television programs?
Yeah, since the Nepal is a developing country and it is currently in a phase of development, and other nations are already developed, to develop the people watch the foreign activities to adapt and to progress in our country, to make the progress in our country for.
Very good. And what are the benefits of letting kids watch animal videos um, rather than visiting zoos?
Sorry, sir.
The benefits of watching animal videos more than visiting the zoo.
There are several advantages to this described in these activities. First of all, it is harmless since the wild animals are aggressive, they may bring us harm if we visit in a zoo. But however, if we watch from the television or mobile in a video, it is completely harmless and safe. And another is they find that we can observe the different activities. If they are in a zoo, they are tense and cannot perform the activities like swimming, playing. If they are widely free and captured in a video curiously, they we can observe their activities and how they live their children. And play with their.
Very good. And do teachers play videos in class in your country?
No, since in our country, study is a priority and the gaming is the replacement activities. In our country, from 9 to 4 p.m. this class will run, and after then, if they want replacement, if they want to go for replacement, they can play for 1 or 2 hours, but they can't teach. They don't teach in to play video games.
Okay. And do they have educational videos in your country?
Yes. There are a lot of educational videos and to motivate and encourage the students. Sometimes in a class, teacher present and present in a printer to motivate and encourage in studies, and they show the national heroes video to, to give the knowledge about their brave actions for their nation.
Okay, excellent. Sandeep, you've answered the questions very nicely today. I would give you a 6. And the reason I'm giving you 6 is you're being tested in 4 areas. Number 1, fluency. Number 2 is pronunciation. Number 3, vocabulary. Number 4, grammar. And so all of those are above average. And so for you, I noticed there was some hesitation. And so you're trying to get your English so it flows like a river. And so keep on working on that. Stand in front of a mirror and speak in English on any subject. And so that's so important. Like we did the just for a minute thing, just to keep practicing speaking on different subjects in front of a mirror. And and then writing down after you've spoken, write down any things like, oh, I wish I knew better words for this, and write that down. That I wish I knew better words for this. What exact grammar I should use for this, and so then go back and look up better vocabulary words and better grammar structure for it. And so that will be beneficial too. Then, so that's your fluency. Then second one is your pronunciation. Pronunciation's good. I could understand everything, but again, what is your dream country?
I think that is Canada.
Canada. So you want to watch American or Canadian news every day to get that accent down and practice it, practice it, practice it. Also, Canadian and American documentaries on the country, on the people, on the activities, on the on the beautiful, interesting things, beautiful places, advances, different things that you can watch videos on. Also, TED Talks. That's the USA or Canadian TED Talks, where those are you're doing IT, so you can type in USA or Canada TED Talk and on IT developments or something. And so then it's your field of interests, and whatever your field of interest, that they have the experts coming and talking about that particular thing from that country. And so you're catching their accent, you're catching their ability to communicate, and then it will just bring your band score up. It'll bring your ability then to communicate with everyone that you meet from that country in a greater way. Now, you want to become a good communicator because that gives you better studies, better job opportunities, and other opportunities for the future. So just keep working on that. Keep bringing your advanced score up, up, up. Good job, Cindy. All right. See you tomorrow. Please send in the next student if you will. So taking time every day to get more and more practice is so important, and this can't emphasize it enough. And is keep working on your English, keep developing, keep making it strong, and that this is really, really important for you. That our English skills today, with English being the international language, just going to help. Just going to help. Please come in. And so we're getting the next student coming in, and so wow, please come in. Please go ahead and hold that. Sorry, it's a little tricky. Okay. Just have to jiggle it a little bit, shake it a little bit when you turn it. Right, turn it clockwise. Yeah. Now just test it a little bit. Shake it. Okay. Yeah. Okay, good to see you today. My name is Craig Phillips. I'll be your examiner today. Please give me your good name.
My given name is Sorghum Naik. You can call me Sorghum.
So happy to meet you today, Sorghum, and I'm going to ask you some questions for your English speaking mock test. And let us begin. Sorghum, are you a student or are you working?
I'm studying at the moment.
Okay, what are you studying?
I just passed my first exam. It went quite well.
Congratulations.
And now I'm doing IELTS for my further education sciences.
Okay. What are your education goals? What are your goals for your future education?
I don't have this specific aim, but I want to work as a master chef in the future.
Yes.
So let's see what happens.
Okay, very good goal. And so whatever education you need to become a master chef. So wow, that's great. Excellent. Okay, your dream come true. All right, let's talk about your parents. What are some of the dreams your parents have for you?
Like every parents thinks good for the children, and nobody thinks bad for the children. And my parents also have their own thinking for making my future bright. They want me to be. My dad wants me to be in army.
Yes.
In the British Army.
Right.
But my mom wants me to be wants me to read engineering.
Yes.
But I'm not interested in any one of those.
Right.
But let's see in future.
Has that caused any friction or problem in your family? That not fulfilling your parents' wishes or desires, does that cause any problem?
No, they prefer my choice first. Even though they have their own thoughts on making my future bright, but they prefer my choice first. So won't be they won't be
Forcing you.
they won't be forcing me.
Okay. And tell me what is your definition of being a successful master chef?
Successful master chef. To be a successful master chef, in my opinion, first we must complete all the courses regarding to be a master chef. Then, after being capable for some five-star restaurants, then coming back to Nepal and again opening my own business, my own restaurant. I think that makes me successful for my work.
Very good. Okay, very good. Let's move on to the second section, which is a cue card question. And in this cue card question, you'll have 1 minute to prepare, and then you'll present for 1 to 2 minutes on that subject. This is a story or a novel that you've read that you found interesting. Okay, and here's some scratch paper, and the pen is there you go. And right up. 1 minute to prepare. So we're going. Again, for our audience out there, you want to prepare your first section of the IELTS speaking test by writing an autobiography. That is, writing about your own life and writing down about your birth time, your naming, your all the ceremonies and happy times and everything around your childhood and then your studies and everything, your hobbies, those things, everything about yourself. Write those things. All right, time now for the presentation. Sergio, please go ahead.
Okay, the story or novel that I have read recently is Mirza. It's a Nepali novel,
Yes.
and I read it a few weeks ago, and I found it quite interesting. And I love those kinds of novels.
Yes.
It is related to love, separation. Yes, and I think the young generations of my age find more interesting in this kind of novels. Yes, and I also find it very interesting. And it was about Mirza is the girl name. The girl name with the writer write about. The writer himself was Imran, and he wrote about his love life in that novel.
Right.
Love life in that novel, and he wrote everything from the beginning to the end. What happened, what miracle came in your life, what type of separations they, what type of relationship gaps they faced during their phase, and also the romantic moment they experienced during their life, during the period of their love life, and how they got separated at the end. Yeah, and it was quite not good ending, but it was very good novel. It was very interesting, and I think it was a true fictional. I think it was true story from the writer.
Right.
And really, it makes a lot of people cry. It's quite good.
Okay, well, excellent. You've described that very nicely, and let's. I'd like to read that my novel myself. Near says the name of it.
Lisa.
Mhm. What is an outdoor activity that's popular in your country? Zero. Outdoor. Yes.
Outdoor activities like trekking, hiking,
Yes.
and most of the crickets,
Mhm.
volleyball, and the small children in the streets play football.
Yeah.
They are the most important outdoor activities.
Cool. And are those people those people who like dangerous activities likely to be successful people? People who like dangerous activities, are they likely to be successful? People who like dangerous, who take risks.
Like adventurous,
Yeah,
really successful.
yeah. Do you think that they would be successful people? People who like to climb Mount Everest and
Yeah,
like
of
the
course, yeah. Because we don't have that much dare to climb that mountain, but we take a dare to complete it to achieve the goal. Because most of the people cannot achieve that goal, but we must take a risk.
Right.
Taking risk is a step to achieve a goal. Because we cannot achieve a goal without taking a risk. Yeah, so it is very much important phase to take a risk for achieving success in life.
Yeah, well spoken. Are those? Do you think people should